Good morning, my friends. Today is a very early day. Me and my wife, we're gonna doing some stuff during the day. So I wake up like I'm early and I start to doing the videos related to you. You don't know, but I doing these same videos in English and Spanish. Just to let you know, my English is not my first language. That's why my heavy Hispanic accent. And that is okay. I doing this in English because I have some friends that would like to know, to understand a little bit about the market, the way that I do it. When I talk with them, and they ask me, why you don't start to doing this in English? Well, why not? I sorry for my mistake for the language, but it is what it is. My name is Jorge. And my name is Jorge, just to let you know that I'm not a professional advisor. I'm not a professional on the trading. I just doing what I see. I do it according to my techniques. And I doing the videos for fun, just to give some information, just to share some of my knowledge that I get for all these years that I was doing. Well, the Bears looks like now saying that the Bears looks like they is trying to take over the market, but we're gonna see a little bit about it. That it just looks like the Bears is taking the market, but not necessarily. Bitcoin is continue going up, and let's see now. Like every Sunday, that I always start with a little reflections, and it is possible to doing very good on the market. Yes, it's very possible to doing very good in the market. We can do 4 or 5 figures daily, which is means that we can win $10,000 daily. Yes, we can win $10,000 daily on the market, but it's not something that you're doing you from the night to the morning. It's something that take time, take time to be there. We had to work very hard for a long time. Just to let you know, this is my 4 years, I think, doing the market. The first 3 years, it was a lot of learnings for me. The first 3 years, wins, loss, win, loss. But this year, I start to real doing very good in the stuff that I'm doing in the market, and that's good. That's good to me. But just to mention it, that it take time. It's take to me 4 years to start to speed up and start to wow, real get the big money. On a but so it is possible live from the market. Yes, it's 100% possible live from the market. But also, if you join to this channel, if you join to need just to looking for signals, this is the wrong channel. I just give some possibilities what the market is gonna do, but it is only that. It's not something that it does happen or not happen. Can be just only I drawing some possibilities. This is a lifetime skill, so take time. Okay, now something very interesting between all the important things that is happening during the week. There is 2 3 things that is important to notice. What is that? Number one, this is one of the most overbought market since 20 and since 1920s. One of the more overbought, and the market continue going high and high and high and high and high. Actually, about 70%, only the 1% of the time is doing that. We are right now over the 70%. Only 1% of the time, all the time is doing that. So we are very, very, very overbought. But we had to pay attention to this. It means that it's overbought because all the market? No, it's overbought because 10 stocks is something that is called bread. I talking in the last videos about this bread. The bread is right in the point of this graph is 36.8. Right now it's not like that, the bread. Let's see it, the bread. Well, we can see here we are now in neutral, right? Because the SPY doing a little down and go a little down, but the bread of the market actually it was extremely fierce, if you remember 2 weeks ago, and right now it is fierce. So it's coming from extremely first to first. The bread is coming better. Why is coming better? If we saw the S&P 500, we can see that it was 36, 37. Right now it's 34. The 10 highs, the 10 with most weight in the S&P 500 is now 34. It's dropped a little bit because it was these 10s who dropped it in the last 2 weeks in the market. Microsoft is the 7%, Apple is the 7%, Nvidia is the 6.16. This is the three amigos, the ones who control the market, and the rest of the technology lose. Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Meta, blah, 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 blah. So it was very overbought. This dropped a little bit in the last 2 weeks. It started to drop. This 10, and the bread start to come in better. The bread, because at the time that this technology start to drop it, the rest of the market start to going up. We're gonna see. That's why it's called a rotation of the market. The money moves from these 10 big companies is moved to the rest of the companies. That's the rotation. So we can see here. Well, this is just only when it's like that overbought, the 1, 2, a month, 2 months, but it's start to coming better in the time. So what company is that? Look, why is so overbought in these 10 companies? Because 3 of the 4 biggest management of the assets, 3 of the 4 big management of the assets, State Street Corp, look the companies that they invest more. Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Google, Lilly, JP Morgan. Look this one. Vanguard. And what is the 10 best companies that they invest? Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, blah, 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 blah. BlackRock, blah, 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 blah. These 3 companies, Blackboard, Vanguard, and State Street Global, lose the trillions of money that they are doing in the invest. They are the big companies. This is the institutional companies. They put big chunk of money in these 10 companies. That's why these companies continue going up and 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 up. And we had this phenomena because the 3 of the 4 biggest companies, we can see here in what they invest. So if you want to invest in a very big, good companies and stay there, is this a big institutional company invests that? Why not? If you want to buy it and stay it for long term, these companies are not going to drop just like that. They had a big support for these companies, for the institutional, the 401k, all the bonds, investment, blah, 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 is in these 10 companies. Just buy it and stay it. Long-term investment is on this company. That's why they continue going up for all this time. Now, another phenomenon that's happened on this week is what's very, very interesting. The Russell 2000 is the Russell 2000 set a record. Never in all the history of the market, it does means never, any of the big index, any of them, S&P 500, Diamonds, Qs, Russell, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, any of these 4 was that overbought, that big overbought. Never. This is the historical record on the Russell 2000 or the Russell 2000. So, and we can see at the time that SPY, well, let's see in this on daily. At the time that S&P 500 drop it goes flat, a little up and drop it. At the time that the Qs, it was drop it, flat, drop it, at the time the DIA is coming a little up to drop it, this day, it was this day at the time. The Qs, the 16th, it was this day at the time that S&P it was this day, the Russell 2000 here, because they coming from this run, a big run. That's what it was the rotation. The money get out for the Qs, it get out from the Qs to go to the Russell. Look to the small cap. It's impressive. And we can see also in the technologic. Here, the technologic, look what is go. We can see on the semiconductors, go, look, is drop it and go down. At the time that this big thing, communication, where is communication? Is here. Look, drop it and go down. At the time that this company, let me put it here. Let me put it like that, technology, communication, etc. Because this is the big companies on the technology companies. This is the big ETF on the technology. At the time that these guys drop it, we can have discretionary going a little up and drop. We have industrials going up. We have finance going up. We have energy going up. We have materials going up. We have gold going up. Everybody else, healthcare going up. Construction going up. Utilities, well, kind of flat. We had everybody else going up. So the market dropped and going to fear and going to the medium to fear, because the Qs, this technology, these 10 companies going down, but the rest of the market actually going up. In the market heat, we can see that. Look, when these companies, let's see 1 week. Yes, in this week, the technological service, the electronic technological going red, the rest of the market green, finance, healthcare, minerals, utilities, consume, retails, etc. Everybody else going green. It's only the technologies who was affected, and that's good because that's helped the brand. That's helped to not be all the market complete overbought. That's helping, and all these companies start to going down. Now let's go back to the weeks. Something important to mention is here. They start to coming. This week it was engulfing weekly candle. That's mean that this engulfing complete cover this one, the same of the Qs. This engulfing cover actually all these weeks. The DAA is not having that. It's going up. The IWM is not having that. This going up. They had a separation from the 10 average. The 10 average is the 50 and the 55 in the week. When they that's the line of the institutionals. When they start to go in and looking for there, be careful because it's going down for the 10 average. It's have weeks to recover. When they go under 10 average, it take weeks to recover, which means that it's going to be the market under, it's going down. It's going to be bearish, the market. When going under the 10 average or the 55 daily, is going to be bearish. We not see that yet on the Russell 2000. We don't see it on the DIA in the diamonds. It's the technology. And we can see on the big guns, on the big companies, Microsoft is close under the 10 average. Apple, is still far away for the 10 average, but this is a engulfing candle. NVIDIA is just there on the 10 average. Amazon, under the 10 average. Google, close under the 10 average. Meta, under the 10 average. When they go under the 10 average, they still stay there some weeks. You remember that. Tesla, well, Tesla is always Tesla doing whatever they want. And we can see it also here on technology. Technology close under the 10 average, involving all these. Semiconductors, very under the 10 average, involving all these. Wow. Communications is just there over, but two candles, two candles reds, you know, etc. But it not happening the other. Engulfing, yes. Industrial, good. Finance, good. Electric energy over the 10 average, etc. Healthcare, good, etc. You know, we can see that when it's over or under, good. Now let's back to what we are seeing here. Go to the next one. While it's coming better, the bread, we can see also here the bread is it was very a bit separation, but it's coming a little better. Well, that's the graphic. Another information interesting is the gold. The gold is, there are people that thinking that maybe this is going to start to be the third cycle. Let's see what happened. There is a lot of argument to mention it that this can be the third cycle. Let's go to see it. The gold GLD. You know, the first cycle. The first cycle's coming. Start to doing this couple and handle, you know, couple and handle coming the second time, and we go in here and start to going up. Let's see what happened. Right now is very good. It looks very good. It's over the 10 average. Yeah, it's less a tail over. Don't be surprised on that on the market. Usually if they going under the distant average, we can thinking that the goal is not anymore on that cycle. The July is one of the months that we had more all-time highs, and we can, let's go back to the SPY, but let's go see in this on day. On July, how many high market we have it? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 candles over the new highs. 9 candles new highs. And stay like new highs. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 new highs. Close the market with new highs. 6 new highs close of the market. So yeah, that's happened. And right now it's not in good shape because it's going down now. Let's see the next one. Well, more information about that. Another important thing to check is going to start the BAX, the VIX start to going more volatility on an election years. It start to have more and more volatile on the election years. From here to August, July, August, September, October is gonna be more and more volatile, and we can see here we can see here on the graph, you know, of the VIX, the volatility index. We can see that they start to speed. And let's see how good, how bad is this speed, but maybe they're gonna continue speed the rest of the years. Not necessarily that the market is dropped because the volatilities go up or go down. And let's see what happened on the volatility index. Just to watch, we can see here that it can go in August, September, October. Let's see what happened. Now the market, historical, this is the season of the market. The last 2 weeks is going up, just only on the general market, but this is an election years. In election years, actually the last 2 weeks is not very good. It's dropped a little bit in the last 2 years. In the last 2 weeks of the month, we can see us here, the last 2 weeks. Today is 21st, tomorrow is gonna be 22nd. Historically, on the election years, is doing this part, is doing like this. Is dropped a little more, and let's see what happened in on election years. And we can see here, we are now 21st, tomorrow is 22nd, 23, 24, 25. This is the 5 days on the next week. The 5 days of the next week is not very good. It's a red, and the last week can be not also very good. Let's see what happened. And the first week on August is also not very good. So remember, this week is not very good. And just to see it, next week, they're gonna come in a lot of earnings. The next week on technology, we had 11. On where are you? Communication, we had some there, etc. We're gonna have, of course, the most important is gonna be Alphabet, Tesla. Let's see what happened. Alphabet is one of the six magnificents. Alphabet, the companies who had trillions, who moved trillions of money. Let's see what happened. This is the implied movement. Tesla is a big one. Google is the second one, is 7%. Let's see what happened. Now let's go back to the market. Let's back and start to see the market. Okay. In several occasions, I was talking about how the market moved in these oscillations, going and down and drop it, going and drop it, going and drop it. So this oscillation you can study, yes. And according to the oscillation study, we can see it that we start this one and drop it, but the end of the oscillation is to here. So we had to this point, to the last, we have 2 weeks on oscillation, which means that maybe is going to continue drop the S&P 500. The RTS is mentioned that it's dropping. The MACD is mentioned that it's dropping. It start to get the speed, the red part, and on the DMMI, and is dropping the McLaren. So everything, it looks like the market is going to continue dropping. Also, I upon the Bollingers, is start to going under the 20 average. The importance here is the 5 average continue and cut the 20 average. Means that the candles is going to touch the under Bollinger Band. It's going to touch this. Let's see what happens if this continue working like that. Is necessary it's going to happen the next week? No, it's not necessary that it's going to happen. Maybe, just maybe, also can coming back and this start to doing this movement to go to the upper Bollinger. We saw this here. We saw this here. Not necessary means that it's going to drop it. The oscillation is telling me that maybe it's going to continue drop because it's started dropping. Maybe it's not continue drop to this, or can doing a little movement to drop down, to drop down, go coming back, bouncing again on the 5 average, bouncing again and drop it. Maybe that's going to happen too. For sure, we don't have nothing. It's not necessary that it's going to happen. The only truth that we know is going under this resistance is going to nullify my bull mark and for sure this is gonna coming back. Is doing this moving also like this to drop, we're gonna have this shoulder, head, shoulder. You know, we don't know, but it's start to going up and this going up, so that means that this gonna coming back, the green is gonna back, this gonna coming back, and this is gonna coming back. But it is a possibility, yes, because right now we are in the 50% here, and gonna try to find my goal, that is this one. We only know until they break over this resistance. So my control is between under this support over this resistance. That's my control. Is when I know that the market gonna take over again, up or down. Let's see what's happened. Let's see what happened by what can happen that just continue or bounce and continue, or just bounce, and that's the possibilities. Let's see what is going to happen with the S&P 500. You know, it looks good actually, because we can wait up and down. You know, and remember that I use ETF. The ETF can going up or can going down. ETF to going down, we have this one. Look. This one, the movement is very good. All this movement that they did right now is almost 10%. Very good money. This other one, you know, 283 movement, they is going up in 9%, almost 10%. And this IPS, look, this one, 447 is a very, very good movement. Look, 14%, 50%, you know. That's the ETF that I use, the high volatility ETF. Now let's see the Qs. The Qs is a little different history. They are in that very important support right now. Is that support resist and this coming up? That's good, but now we had crossed the 5 average crossing down the 20 average. That's not very good signs. Still can be a fake break. Yes, can be a fake break. Let's see, or just bouncing again on the 5 average to going down, because this is the period of the movement down. It not looks very good. You know, this is the period of the oscillation. Let's see, if doing this is also this shoulder, head, shoulder. Let's see what happened. It not look very good. Usually that we know is this resistance support, we are okay. Is this support, is okay, is going to the next support, is going back and cross over this resistance, maybe they can go to this part over. Is different history on the Russell 2000. Why is different history? Because they're in the movement up. They're in the movement. The 5 average is positive. The RTS is moving over. The MACD moving is up. A little DME, a little start to be a fake here, but it looks very good. What we expected? We expected to going, maybe waiting to the 20 average and bouncing against to going up. Maybe that's gonna happen. Let's see on the oscillation. Actually, the oscillation is finished here. 2 weeks here. Look, it's 2 weeks. Oh, let me click that. It's 2 weeks to this point, and the same here. 2 weeks to this point. So we are in 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks is going to be critical to see what the market, but the EWM is continue going up, the same that the Qs, the same that the SPY. Now, different point of view. We can see the SPY. Actually, they finished, they made it, they did the Elliott. They finished the Elliott movement. You know, the far first, second, third, fourth, 5 Elliott movement. Is this continuing down? It's going to start to drawing me the drop because they are already in the goal. They made it the goal, but the Qs is in the tree. In this 35 is a very good because that means that can finish here, can drop it a little more. Let's see how much they can drop it to see to where it is going up. But in these movements of the Elliott movements, we are in this point. But the EWM, we are in the tree also. They can drop it a little more, maybe to here, to going in this movement up. We can see that on the Elliots. Now let's see the other companies. This is what I tell you that they start to faking, you know, or they start to drop it. Microsoft is cross here, is complete under, is in the bottom of the Bollinger Band, is negotiate with the 55. It is going under this resistance, and not going to be very good because maybe it's going to try to find this point, etc. Or they're going to drop it until their earnings, you know, until their earnings, they can drop it. The bubble finish or the oscillation finish here, you know, maybe they can doing a little bit here. Maybe they can get boost for the earnings and going up, maybe drop it a little bit, or maybe bounce it a little bit. The earnings is not very good, and they drop it complete to the finish of this bubble. But it looks not very good. It's in the movement down. That's my point. It's in the movement down. Can go here or can wait to the earnings, and after that, accelerate. Let's see what happened. Microsoft, Apple, and now the movement start to be down. You know, the 5 average is almost gonna cross the 20 average. If that's happened, is this not resist, is going down, the bubble finish here, so they can go to try to find the bubble. Let's see if they break under this word, and that's happened, or just bouncing here and continuing up to the next level. Let's see what Apple wanna do. NVIDIA also is in the bubble and the oscillation movement. Is coming here. They are in a very good support right now. If that support that doesn't resist, maybe the 55 can resist. If that doesn't resist, definitely is gonna try to close this. Maybe this gap is gonna try to close, and in that point is gonna start to doing the movement. But the oscillation is finished here. Or maybe just bounce it a little bit and going down. The 5 average just crossed the 20 average. This is going down, this is going down, this is going down. It looks like it's going to continue going down, but let's see what happened with the earnings next week. Amazon going down, going down, going down. The bubble finished here. They break it right now. They touch it, the Bollinger band. Maybe it's gonna wait to the 5 average to bouncing and going down. Let's see what happened. Or maybe bouncing to the 20 to going down. Let's see what happened. This is going down, going down. The red, that means the drop is start to accelerate. So it looks like this not very good. It looks like it's gonna continue down. Google is still a lot of time to this oscillation of Google. It still had a lot of time, so that means that maybe, just maybe, can go in a little down to drop it, or can go a little down to going up. Let's see what Google wanna do. The 5 average cross down, the 20 average right now is negotiated with the 55. Is going down to the 55. That the institutions, look, when they go under the 55, it's taking days, weeks to recover. So that's why it's important to the 55 to support. The Meta is under, you know, the 55, not looks very good. The oscillation going down, it looks like it's gonna continue down, 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 a little bit down, 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 until the earnings, and doing something like they did here, you know, the earnings and speed up. until the earnings, maybe. Probably is going, right now is negotiate with the 5 average, waiting to the 20 average. Maybe they can go to the 20 average to drop it, or maybe on this 5 average continue drop it. This is going down, this going down. Let's see. Let's see what doing. And Tesla, well, Tesla is Tesla. At the same time that this company, the Vega Cap, is dropped, but it not happened to, oh, Technologic, the same, under 20, under 20 is crossing, is in the Bollinger Band. Let's see what they're doing in the 55. When they drop it under the 55 is not good. So is the 55 support? Maybe this can go in this way. The 55 not support. Definitely they going to try to the next bubble. Well, we had an intermediate bubble here. Maybe that's peak, and after that continue up. We don't know. But it's the same. It's going down, going down. The technology is not lose very good. The same of semiconductors. Just they finish the bubble. It's in the middle of the bubble. So that's or the oscillation. Sorry, book. Maybe they going down because this is one thing. One finish of the oscillation. Maybe going doing this to drop it this more because this is the big oscillation. Look, this is the big oscillation. It looks like they're gonna continue going drop it. Just they cross the 5 average under the 20 average. This lose down, this lose down. The red is accelerate, and this go down. Semiconductors is not looking very, very, very good. Let's see what it's doing. Can bouncing a little bit, but right now is under the 55, and like says, or under 55, it not always looks very good, Communication, the same history, the same history in general. But let me show you this. Discretionary, it looks good. It's over 20 average. If this bouncing here, they can go up. Well, right now, this and this in not lose indicators. Probably they're gonna continue a little more drop, but it not lose that bad like the technologic. Industrial is in the middle of the bubble. This is going up. Is this going up? Is in the middle. If they bouncing here, they can continue going up. Industrial, the 20 average is going positive. The 5 average is still positive. It looks positive on industrial. Energy, the same. It still looks very, very good. It looks positive. Is moving up, move it up, move it up. Everything is moved up on energy. Let's see what they're doing, but it looks like it's in the middle of the bubble to continue a little more up. Finance is the same, going up. Yes, is this they had at least acceleration. Right now they can tip in here, and after that continue down because the oscillation is finished around here, tipping here and continue up. Let's see, or tipping on the 20 average and going up. Let's see, because this lose movement, positive movement. The same as healthcare. Healthcare, well, the 5 average is going a little down. Maybe they're gonna wait to the 20, but it's still in a positive movement. The same biotechnology. They are finished the first part of the oscillation movement. Maybe they can go a little more to the next oscillation movement. Let's see what they are doing. Gold miners, miners of gold. Yes, is going a little up, but still the movement positive. Maybe let's see what they are doing. Real estate, very positive. This movement is positive. This movement is positive. It's still positive. This movement. Usually start to doing a little side here, but they can coming back, waiting to the 20 average to be there. Let's see, but still the movement looks positive. The same as utilities. Well, utilities not necessary. Let's see, it's negotiate on the 55 average. Let's see. Well, is what we can see. You can see clearly the rotation how it's doing. The small caps, the middle cap is look like they continue up. Let's see what they are doing. Just to mention it, this is the fast movement tickets, fast, big volatility ETF. This is the SQs. They going versus the Qs. You know, look, 18% on all this day. This one, Microsoft going versus Microsoft. Look, this movement, when it's dropping, they move it 8% up. Apple, not that one, but look, this one, Nvidia, the movement to here, it was 30%. You know, 30%. This moved very, very fast. Or versus semiconductors, when semiconductors going up, this going up almost 40%. Techs, when the technological going down, this going up 24%. So very good. And at the same time, the high volatility ETF, at the same time, the industrial, for example, look the movement of this industrial, you know, 18% here, lose the financials, you know, all this movement, 17% positive, lose this healthcare, you know, 14% positive, or lose this real estate, look, 20% positive. You know, not only the technology can give you money, all this can give you very good money, all this ETF in favor or versus, but it looks very good. It looks good. The market is everything for today. Like, if you like it, recommend it to me, to more people. Thank you. See you next time.